The thing I want to talk about, which I also really didn't like, is I played a good chunk of Atomic Heart.
You were dead excited for this, weren't you? It's happened again.
I was dead excited for this.
Let me just say this to game devs. Stop making our Gadget sad, because he gets excited for your games and you just piss on him. It's not fair.
Was this your pick for your fantasy critic thing?
Mm.
Oh, shit, I don't know. Oh, fucking
It was,
hell.
because I texted you and said, I wanted Atomic Heart.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. I'm actually going to have to find that. I can't carry on until I work this out.
No, you're still at top of the list.
I'm still at the top of the list. Did I have Atomic? I don't think I had Atomic Heart.
You did, because I texted you.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Maybe
Shit, at 74.
Yeah.
So I did get 4 points out of it. Anyway, so Atomic Heart is a first-person shooter game from they call themselves international, but they're so fucking Russian, from a developer called Mundfish.
They are Russian.
They are Russian. But for tax purposes, they're incorporated in Cyprus. I think that's the thing.
Nice.
Wikipedia calls it a FPS video game with role-playing, customization, and stealth elements. It wants to
What
be.
do you
It
call
wants
it?
to be BioShock.
It looks like BioShock. It looked great.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you the setting, and then I'm going to get you in all the reasons why it's not BioShock. So this is the 2-paragraph setting thing on Wikipedia. Atomic Heart takes place on the grounds of Facility 3826, the Soviet Union's foremost scientific research hub in an alternate history 1955. In 1936, scientist Dmitry Sechenov developed a liquidized programmable module called the Polymer, sparking massive technological breakthroughs in the fields of energy and robotics in the USSR and freeing much of the populace from manual labor. When World War II broke out, the Soviets quickly gained the upper hand, but just before Nazi Germany was defeated in 1942, they unleashed the Brown Plague virus, leaving millions dead and creating an international demand for Soviet robots to compensate for the resulting worker shortage.
I did that in the toilet this morning.
As part of the
Brown Plague.
As part of the Soviet Union's post-war reconstruction program, Dr. Sechenov created a wireless networked artificial intelligence called Collective 1.0 that links his robots together for greater efficiency. And most recently, Sechenov developed the Thought Neuroconnector, a device that integrates Polymer into the human body and allows humans to remotely interface with robots.
That's not going to work.
That's not going to go awry at all, is it?
No.
So, this game desperately, absolutely wants to be BioShock. You start off in this kind of in this place where there's this parade going on, and it looks like Columbia because you're in this kind of elevated, like lifted off the ground city.
I thought it's called Rapture.
No, it's trying to do BioShock Infinite.
I have not played that yet.
Well, it's a city in the sky kind of thing going on.
Spoiler alert.
It's on the fucking box, you dickhead.
I've got it, man. I've got it digital.
It was marketed about being in the sky and not underwater.
I'm joking. I know it's in the sky.
Anyway, so you go in for this, and you have your usual preamble setting up the world. Here's a little bit of Polymer. Here's what you can do with it. Here's this glove that talks to you.
Is this some strong male chorus music in the background?
No,
like Soviet.
Actually, there is there is a lot of it. There is a lot of, my God, the Soviet Union is amazing. Look at the things that we can do that the rest of the world can't do and shit like that.
Great architecture, though. You can't argue with that.
Yeah. This is weird architecture in this anyway. And then shit kind of goes off the rails when you get into a flying car, and then robots start attacking you, and you fall into the facility, and then you have to start the game proper. So, yeah, the reasons why this is not BioShock. One, it doesn't get that BioShock is a critique on libertarianism. It doesn't get that it's a politically failed message. This is, we are the Soviets, this is so good. Oh no, there's one evil one that's making it all appear a bit bad. We have to stop that.
It would have been better without that evil one.
Yeah.
It would have worked.
The lead character you play, Comrade Major Nechayev, codename P3, who's just referred to...
sounds like Troy Baker in the trailer.
Because I think it is Troy Baker.
Right.
He's generally referred to as Comrade Major. He is the least likable character I have ever encountered in a video game.
Why is he American?
I don't know. I mean, you can play it in Russian, but yeah, he has American voiceover. He has this glove called Charles, not Charles, Charles, which is full of polymer that talks to him, but also gives him superpowers like telekinesis and ice and lightning. There's your plasmids, everybody. There's your Bioshocky. And then the robots come running at you, and then you start fighting them with this kind of melee weapon that you find, and it's like fucking Skyrim. You're just kind of gently waving it in front of you to try and hit things. Yeah, no connectivity. There's no weight to anything. It's got a
That's what I don't like about Skyrim.
It's got a terrible shotgun.
What? How is that possible? That don't exist.
The shotgun is awful. Granted,
We've had good shotguns in games since 1992.
Granted, this might be because I've just come from Doom Eternal, which has one of the best shotguns in gaming. But
absolutely,
this one is just really disappointing. The game runs like a bag of fucking spanners on the Xbox Series X. It glitches, the frame rate's all over the shop. Checkpointing is weird, like you'll die in one place, then have to redo 10 minutes of conversation to get back to where you were, which pisses me off at the best of times. Yep. The game is so needlessly, endlessly horny for no good reason.
And I'm back in.
So, like, when you're when that intro bit before, like, the shit hits the fan, you have to go up to Sechenov's office because you are kind of, like, very reliant on him. You refer to him almost like a father because he saved your life after the war or something like that, and saving your life, he kind of wiped your memory and you forgot that you had a wife.
You became American?
I mean, if you
how does one go about that?
I don't know. The thing is, for 1955, if you look at a picture of the protagonist, he's got dreadlocks and an undercut as well, which I don't think was a hairstyle in the 50s.
No, but not in the Fatherland. No way.
But anyway, yes, you go up to Sechenov's office because you need to get a key, and you meet the ballerina twins, which are these kind of ultra over-the-top, sexified, faceless robots, which are Sechenov's kind of...
We need to stop trying to shag robots, I'm telling you.
There is a cutscene in it which it's almost like a fucking simulated sex scene between the two of them. It's really fucking creepy. You also get the upgrade droid, Nora, who is so fucking horny for the main character, it's unreal. But she looks like a fridge. She's just like a red fridge.
That's very rude.
No, it is literally a red fridge.
All right. But she's the big girl.
You go up to it, and the dialogue is some of the worst I've encountered in a game. But the dialogue for Nora is so cringeworthy because she'll be like, "Take off that glove, and we can be together. I can't wait for you to put your polymer inside me. Make it hard. I love a big, strong man." It's fucking so every time I got to it, and it's 90% of the upgrade machines have this Nora personality. I wanted to peel my skin off every time I went to upgrade my weapon. It is so... You go in for, like, so it does that thing that like, Doom Eternal's good at, where you can find, like, secret areas with, like, little platform puzzles to get some, like, gear.
Yep.
You go in there. Platform puzzles, you're generally kind of jumping around pistons, which are big pipes with a thing moving up and down like that on it.
Oh, give up.
No, and with a kind of bulbous head at the top. It's
for
so
people
much
that
wonky.
Don't watch the YouTube, you've just got yourself a little gif there.
Yeah.
Is there any graffiti that says HR Giga was here?
No. There is
Comrade Giga.
But there is so much masturbatory subtleness and so many weird, sexy things that just don't fit in the world. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't care if a game is like sexy or horny or whatever, but this doesn't fit with what they're trying to achieve. It doesn't make sense.
The Russians have always been super horny, though.
But that's what I was going to say. Like in High on Life, that dialogue worked.
It's deliberate.
It's deliberate. That the horny dialogue, the kind of
because it works in that setting.
Because it works in the setting, it worked for the people. It worked that the knife, this Australian.
I don't remember any
knife that enjoyed plummeting itself into people. Like it all worked. Like, but
but that is a comedy game, isn't it? That's the difference.
Exactly.
I don't recall
BioShock
having
getting
any
sexy,
sexiness.
No.
And was there any like horniness in BioShock? Oh, I don't think there was there?
No, not really.
Just the bees.
The game, I think more than anything, like I can forgive a lot of things with the game, with games like a lot of weird decisions there. The game is boring to play. The gunplay is not good. The melee combats are not good. The lead character and his talking glove Charles, the two of them never fucking shut up. It's
Charles.
It's constant exposition. you'll walk into a room and you're doing that immersive sim thing where you're just like hoovering up all the items in the room. And he'll go, "Oh, Charles, isn't this this Soviet doofadingler thing that took over the world?" And go, "Yes, it was created by this man in 1930." And it goes on like that for like a 5-minute expositionary thing. It's like, no, give me that in a lore log. Give me that. I can read that.
Read it at your leisure.
The only thing I will praise for this game is that Mick Gordon did the soundtrack, and it's banging.
Is it like metal then? Is it?
No, it's not metal. It's very synthy. But
is it?
But and credit to it, when all the controversy came out about this game, the fact that it came out it came out the week of the anniversary of the Russian invasion of Ukraine,
and it's funding.
Mick Gordon released a statement a few months ago condemning the war, and he also donated his entire fee of 2 years worth of work to the Red Cross Ukraine crisis.
Lad.
Nice.
As usual, Mick Gordon being the good guy here, but
what a guy.
The thing is, the game is rated all over the place. Like Destructoid gave it a 6 out of 10. The Hardcore Gamer gave it a 4.5 out of 5. IGN gave it an 8 out of 10.
The Hardcore Gamer? Who the fuck's that?
This is just what's on Wikipedia.
Oh, you, is it?
Not me!
GameSpot gave it a 6. Some people have given it a 4. Metro gave it a 5. It's all over the place. You might enjoy this more than I did, but don't go into this thinking it's a BioShock contender. Much as it wants to be.
I'm not touching it with a barge pole, mate. I'm not touching.
And it's just really weird to hear the dialogue where like the character, the initial character you're chasing, who you think is the misdirect on a bad guy. It's like, "Oh, come on, Charles, we have to find this guy and stop him because he betrayed the fatherland." I'm like, "Oh, it's so cringe. No, don't."
Mm-hmm.
It's just so weird to hear that because like maybe it's just like kind of preconditioned because we're so used to Russians being the bad guys and things, but it's so weird to be defending the fatherland as a good little Soviet boy,
Especially nowadays with what's
right now. Yeah,
there's a sour taste in the mouth. And again, let's not get political, but it's still there at the back of your head.
It doesn't sit right for me. So
yeah.
Best, it's also in the week that it came out. It had 4 15 gig updates.
What?
Yeah,
because it's nearly like Callisto Protocol. That.
It's fucking hacked to shit. The best update I did was deleting it from my Xbox. It's also 75 gig to download.
What is the hit rate now for things you're looking forward to, mate, and getting distraught over it?
It's getting fucking low. I'm really worried about Resident Evil 4.
Don't be worried about that. Shut your whore mouth.
Don't you be worried about that.
Don't you put that on anyone.
Everything I look forward to.
They've already proven with 2 and 3 that they can.
You need to shut your mouth. Don't do this. Because if it's bad, it's you that's done this. Stop getting excited for things.